Listen to that music. Listen to that music. All right. I have a very weird story. And for me to get the story home, I have to show you these Dennis. All right, you see that Dennis? My story is based on an incident that happened at this Dennis. So I just came here for inspiration. I am not interested in having food right now. So remember that Denny. One morning, I was coming home from work, and I text Kibe, Andrew Kibe, and I said, hey, if you are available, I am close to the airport. Let's meet at the Dennis for breakfast. But the fact is, I wanted to run something by Kibe. At that particular time, there was this girl that seemed to be doing very well in content creation. And I had it over my head that I could help her become even better. Follow me with this story. So, during that breakfast, I was trying to run this story by Kibe to find out what his opinions are. And I said, oh my goodness, look at her impressions, look at her analytics. This one seems to be having just the right content that gets the right people to react to her content and to push her to the next level. What if I got her verified on X? What if we opened a YouTube channel and then we get it monetized using the American CPM rates? Now this girl is going places. All right? And Kibe, in his Kibeness, is sitting there just trying to find the right words to bash my bubbles. And I remember it like it's yesterday. He told me, but you have to realize women don't want to work, right? You know that. Now he made it about me. How can you not know women don't want to work? I was like, shit. I was about to go the whole 9 yards, bro. I was about to pay for her Twitter badge. I was about to get her monetized using the American credentials so that she can get better rates and avoid paying too much taxes. I was about to go all the way out and just prop this girl. And the whole time, this girl has no idea that that is the plan running in my head. I'm running the plan for the first time with Kibe to see where it goes. And he said, no. You know, women don't want to work. You know that, right? I'm like, hey, shit. Hey, what are you going to get here? Kwa nini nageuzia mimi? Si unipe mawaidha. This guy is doing good. Look at her right there on her page. Look at her interactions. Look, imagine if this content, the same content, was put on YouTube. Man, she would be she would qualify for monetization in 1 week, and she would do this, and she would be wrecking it, bro. This girl is projected to be making $12,000 every month if she took these interactions that are happening on TikTok and on X to YouTube. Bro, I have never faced a reality check the way I faced it when Kibe said, women don't want to work. You should know that, right? Now, fast forward. Nani anageuziwa sasa? Fast forward to whatever happened with Kafukusui and Eve Mungai Eve. And at the end of their conflict or whatever it was, Mongai Eve opened her own YouTube channel on February 17. And instantly it got, in 1 week, it got 50,000 subscribers. I think 53 or 54, something like that. In 1 week, the goodwill of the people were out there saying our girl child from Maragua should succeed. In 1 week, 54,000 subscribers. And she came there with the first video and she told us that she has separated with this guy and now she is pushing it all by herself. I should actually go and find her own words. Mungai Eve. Let's find out what her own words were. Her own words. Let's mute the music. I'm here. Take a screenshot. Mute the music. We are going to find out what her own words were in her own words. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Why is the music still playing? Alright. Going to come here and make her speak in her own words. Why is it taking so long? There we go. I can come here and make her speak.
Welcome to the new Mongai Eve. Get ready for a fresh start and a whole lot of inspiration. We're thrilled to unveil the revamped Mongai Eve, bursting with authentic storytelling, empowering messages as we strive to share captivating stories that resonate with your soul. Now, with a brand new look and feel, we're taking things a step further. We'll continue to curate engaging content, but with even greater focus on inspiring you to reach your full potential and empowering you to make a difference. So, join us on this exciting journey as we explore the human experience, celebrate diversity, and ignite positive change. Together, buckle up, get ready to be inspired, and welcome to the new era of Mongai Eve. Mongai Eve Media, empowering lives, one story.
There you have it. In her own words, we were going to get this fresh, insightful content like we have never seen it before. Remember, this is a girl coming from a win-win with Trevor, the Kafukusui. But for all we know, for all intentions and purposes, she is the content creator. I mean, Kibe went out of his way to tell Kafukusui to stay behind the camera. Let the girl shine. Kafukusui, don't come in front of the camera. Go back. Let the girl shine. She is the content creator. Aha. So we believed until she got her own channel on February 17. She was riding a high unseen before. Even Kibe himself, 1 month ago, granted her an interview, a blockbuster interview. I'm looking at it now. Mongai Eve one-on-one with Andrew Kibe. Why he was terminated on YouTube. 716,000 views. Most of you don't even have that money in Kenya shillings in a bank. 716,000 views from just one video. On the comment section there, people are saying, I cannot believe I'm sitting here for an hour and a half listening to Mongai Eve speaking to Kibe. 716,000 100,000 views from one video. I'm trying to think how much that money is in Kenya Speak on YouTube. But let's move on. So now she's been prompted by the greatest, the biggest content creator to come out of Africa. She is going places. That was her moving video number maybe 3. So yesterday I went on her YouTube channel and I'm like, hey, let me find out how our star girl from Maragua is doing with this big thing of content creation, right? And I went there and I was surprised that since that big win with Adro Kibe, since that great introduction into greatness, the embracement of the girl child, and some of the comments, I couldn't find them on YouTube, but I remember some place else, maybe it was on X, some young men complaining that why was Kafukusui not the one being propped? Why are we deserting the boy child? Why are we propping the girl child? I found those comments and observations to be very absurd myself. But I went there yesterday and I'm like, let me check on my girl. How is my girl doing? Do you know how many videos she has made since February 17 when she opened her own channel? I'll let you guess. And then I'll present them to you. 10 videos. I'm looking at them right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The blockbuster from Kibe. That's it. 10 videos. All that goodwill down the drain. Goodwill from her own followers, her followers from Kafukusui, the former group, the goodwill from Kibe himself, the goodwill of Kibe's followers, the goodwill of everybody. I even contacted her and asked her, do you want to monetize your account in America? I, George, NGA twice. 10 videos, no? 10 videos. 10 videos since February 17. This girl was the top earner when she was being propped by a man. The man we disparaged. The man we told to go behind the camera and be quiet. She was the blockbuster. 10 videos. You know, it reminds me of the 3 kids I paid school fees for in my primary school, in my local village, in my local primary school. The girl was in 7th grade and the 2 boys were in 8th grade. So the following year the boys went to high school, educated them through high school, and the girl went to 8th grade, paid for her 8th grade, then went to high school, educated for her high school. When I was in Kenya in December, when the girl now, had finished, I was in the village with my daughter and sitting there with my mom, and she came to greet me. I have never seen the other kids, so she's the only one I have seen. I've never met these other kids. So she came that time in December to thank me for taking her through 5 years of education. Unbeknown to all of us, by that time that she's finishing high school, Form 4, by that time she's coming to say hi to us, she was already pregnant. Ten videos, bro. 10 videos. All that effort for 5 years to educate the girl child. All that goodwill of the former Kafukusui supporters to migrate with Eve Mungai into this new channel. All that goodwill to have a sit down with the greatest, the mightiest Andrew Kibe and grant her the very first interview that raked her 716,000 views in less than a month. Down the drain. So the naysayers on X comment section on Kibe post about the interview with Eve Mongai, were they right? Should we have granted that opportunity to Kafukusui instead? Should I have picked another boy instead of one girl and 2 boys to educate through primary and high school? Would that money have been better off? That oil that washed Jesus' feet, would it have been better off sold and the money used to feed the poor? I mean, I'm looking for the punchline here. I can't find it. Where? What is it? Even things go wrong when we have the best of intentions? Is that the message? And nobody needs help? Is that the message? Girls don't want to work? Is that the message? And if that is the message, then if we know that, why don't we give that opportunity to a boy? We will never know how much life would have been changed if I picked 3 boys instead of 1 girl and 2 boys. We will never know, because we don't have the vantage point to go back in time. What if that effort was directed at Kafukusui to soothe his character development? Obviously, it was character development. What if that's where the effort went? Would it have made any difference? Will we ever know? Our best intentions. Women don't want to work. Women want to attach themselves with a perfect man who will slave for them for the rest of their lives.